The homeless solution. Time for a story. The city of Oakville was fast going down the gurgler. Over the course of the past 3 years, the 5 biggest employers in town have all shut up shop and relocated elsewhere, along with all of the associated smaller businesses. The last of the major sports franchises, the Oakville Choppers ice hockey team, left last year. At least half of the population of 3 million was out of work, and nearly 1 million people were now what you would call homeless. It was a real dire situation. The mayor of Oakville, and associated leaders, decided to hold a series of town hall meetings, to see if there was any way they could reverse the fortunes of the once bustling city. After half a dozen of these meetings, there had yet to be any viable option put forward. That is, until Bernard Breaker, a sports promoter from Europe, proposed an idea. Basically, what Bernard proposed was a version of ultimate fighting, but to the death. Every homeless person, every poor person, every criminal in jail, every person not contributing to the wealth of Oakville, would be rounded up and brought to the Oakville Memorial Stadium. A variety of weapons would be scattered around the stadium, and every exit would be boarded up bar one. Anyone who manages to escape through that exit would be awarded $5 million. All those that perish, well, we will come to that when we need to. While it may have been a perfect way to reduce the financial burden on the town, the mayor was skeptical. He was unsure whether it was ethical or moral. That is when Bernard took the mayor aside and whispered something to him. The mayor got a smile on his face, came back, and agreed to do it. Almost immediately police went out and started hunting down everyone that fit the categories needed. It didn't matter whether you were male or female, young or old, healthy or disabled, in you would go. And after the big roundup, Oakville's population was now at a nice small 300,000. But what of the people that were rounded up? What happened to them? Who won? How did they fit over 2 million people into a stadium that holds 80,000? A lot of these questions will be answered one day, but it is interesting to note that, despite so many people being fed into the stadium over the course of 3 weeks, not everyone was put in there straight away. No food or drink was ever provided. So you can only imagine just what the people inside had to do to survive. Was this a fictitious story, or did this really happen? Well, next time you chow down on an Oakville brand hot dog, next time you spread some Oakville blood and bone fertilizer across your garden, next time you eat off an Oakville bone china plate, or get an Oakville brand blood donation, you can ponder that question a little further.